last tour that we did, ironically. I remember at the end of that tour, it was like, well, we don't have another one booked. Should we book another one? And we're like, I don't know. I'm tired. You know, everyone kind of had that same kind of vibe, and so that was it. That was the extent of it. And then I think it was Joe started doing. He has this band, The Damn Things, with Andy also, and Scotty In from Anthrax, and whatever. They have this hard rock band, and they started working on their record, and I was like, I want to work on my record. Like, I want to do a record. So I did. So I started working on mine.
Now, who do you look for musical inspiration? You're in the studio. Maybe you reached a little roadblock or something. What is it that you turn on?
I turn on when I really want to be inspired. I turn on random stuff. I turn on I love. There's this series right now of compilations called Analog Africa. It's like African pop music from the '60s.
Okay.
Right, and they go around different countries throughout Africa, and it's always amazing because it's like sometimes you'll hear it and you'll be like, oh, this is clearly inspired by James Brown, but it's like totally
doesn't
flipped on its
sound
head
like it
at all,
right.
like whatever, and so it's always that's always interesting to me. I'll listen to some jazz. I'll listen to I don't my stuff. I've gotten a lot of oh, it sounds like Prince or it sounds like Michael Jackson or whatever. I've gotten that a lot, and I don't really ever listen to Prince or Michael. I don't have to anymore. It's all up here, yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of like sometimes I take things from jazz and world music, yes, for lack of a better word.
Now, did you have a chance to work with anybody on this project that you're really happy about?
Myself.
That's it.
So yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I did. So I partially as a little feather in the hat, but also just because it was really easy and really natural, and I didn't have to argue with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I did my record totally by myself. I played all the instruments. I produced it. I wrote all the songs, everything.
Talked about
Yeah, and so the one exception being the remix of the single "This City" with Lupe Fiasco, which I was pretty involved in as well. So I was very control freak about this record.
Okay.
So, but there are no guests. There's nobody
no guests, other than the remix that people hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, everything, all the voices, all the notes. I even play some like trumpet and some a little bit of saxophone and stuff like that on the record. So
Hey Patrick, it's Bill from the morning show. Quick question for you.
Yes.
You say that you play all the instruments yourself. How do you do that? You're just one person.
Well, yeah,
I mean, you're multi-talented.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing the drums with your toes, or
yeah,
what?
well, yeah. So records aren't made quite the way they used to be, where you're not in, it's not in a room.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. So it's a good question though, because every time I see a movie about recording studios, they're always so fake. They're always so. Whenever I see a movie and they're in the studio, it's like
it's terribly
not
wrong.
even close.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't use that mic, and they wouldn't like everything. But one of the things that I don't think a lot of people realize is that most of the records you hear, the band's not in the room together. The drummer will record by himself,
right,
and then the bass player will record by himself, and it sounds better that way. That's really why they do it. Or it can sound better.
Right. It comes together a lot better.
It's a specific sound that you hear that you hear in a lot of music now. There are a lot of people who also like the sound of everything in the room together. But because of that, I made it. It was really easy for me to That's the other thing too, is that if that's how you're going to record it anyway, then it's really easy to just be the one guy and just have all the instruments set up and be like, okay, now I'm recording drums.
Now, any of the Alice listeners have any questions that they want to ask Patrick? I mean, you're more than welcome to. Right now is the time. Microphones are open. Come on. Step on.
Hi.
How long did it take you to learn guitar?
Oh, I'm still learning, huh? I probably started. My dad was a folk musician, so I always kind of messed around with guitar, but I didn't really formally start playing guitar until actually Fall Out Boy was on the road, and I was just the singer for maybe like the first 6 months or something like that. we couldn't keep a guitar player to save our lives. We just couldn't. And a lot of them were really bad. So me not knowing guitar, I was pretty much as good as anyone we had. So I just borrowed a guitar and
Taught yourself?
yeah. I can't read music. I can't read. I can't read music. I don't really have a lot of formal training in anything. Everything's just kind of by ear. So, which is actually kind of scary sometimes because now my backing band are all virtuosos. They're all they and they'll be talking sometimes. It's the you play the third on the major triad and the like whatever. They throw out all these terms and I'm like I
don't understand.
Does it sound like this?
Saying.
Yeah. Like whatever. So
So you're strictly by sound?
yes, totally by ear. I took music when I was a little kid or whatever music lessons. So I can maybe read as much music as I can read Spanish. It's like not like
¿Dónde está el baño? All right, now one more thing before I let you go. Tell us something that people don't know about you.
People don't know.
Yeah,
about
something that not that only maybe close family and relatives know that you can share.
Only close family and relatives.
Oh.
Wow. We're not a really secretive family, so there's not really a lot to have told. I was on CNN once when I was 15. It was after I'll give you the short version of the long convoluted story, but basically after Columbine, they were trying to find other high schools that were like it to interview students about violence and stuff. They came to my high school, they liked my high school, so they came back a second time when they needed a panel of students to ask about when Eminem was nominated for a Grammy, and there was the controversy of whether or not his lyrics were homophobic and whether or not and how we felt about that. They came to my school to interview people, and they interviewed me about it, and they were going around asking questions, and he was like, so who? And I was not a particular Eminem fan at the time. I was 15, whatever. So and they went around and they said, and they wanted someone, clearly they had planned it so that they wanted someone to raise their hand and say they weren't a fan, so they could talk about the issue. The issue. I raised my hand and they were like, so what bothers you about his lyrics? I'm like, it's just that he's just not rhythmically. It's not my thing. They're like, that's not what we wanted. That was I gave a total honest answer and they were like, well, that's not what offends people though. What about you? And that was my 15 minutes of CNN fame when I was 15-year-old. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Thank you very much, and I'm sure that you're ready you got your guitar out, and you're going to perform for our listeners. So here you go, everyone. Patrick Stump.
Woo!
Every word's a new regret if you say right. And every wound can be forgotten in the right light. Oh, nostalgia, I don't need you anymore. 'Cause the salad days are over and the meat is at my door. 'Cause they might try to tell you how you can live your life, but don't forget it's your right to do whatever you like, 'cause you could be your own spotlight, ayo, ayo, you could be your own spotlight, ayo, ayo, you could be your own spotlight, you could be the star, you could shine so bright, yeah, you could be your own, 'cause they're gonna tell you what the rules to make you take away that life from somebody now. You could be your own spotlight. You could be your own spotlight. And depression is a little bit like happy hour, right? It's always gotta be happening somewhere on any given night. Oh, nostalgia, I don't need you anymore. I just perfect stranger that my kids look more like yours. 'Cause they might try to tell you how you can live your life, but don't forget it's your right to do whatever you like, 'cause you could be your own spotlight. Ayo, ayo, you could be your own spotlight. Ayo, ayo, you could be your own spotlight. You could be the star, you could shine so bright, yeah. You could be your own, 'cause they're gonna tell you all the rules too late to take away that life from somebody now. You could be your own spotlight. You could be your own, 'cause I had a little bit of bad love. No one of this crumbling world stuck. A little sweetness kids just out of reach. 'Cause compassion is something that they just don't teach. 'Cause you could be your own spotlight. Ayo, ayo, you could be your own spotlight. Ayo, ayo, you could be your own spotlight. You could be the star, you could shine so bright, yeah. You could be your own, 'cause they're gonna tell you all the rules too bad to take away that life from. Oh, you could be your own spotlight. Oh, you could be your own spotlight.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for having me, like I said.
So you're gonna do another song for us?
Yes, if I can.
Maybe that song that might have to be "The City."
Yes, I think it'll probably be that. I think it'll probably be that.
That could be a good possibility. Rudy, RJ,
Yeah.
this is phenomenal.
Yeah, oh, I love it. And all the listeners having a good time?
Yeah.
Thanks again for coming. I know it's weird, like being, packed in here with me with my little guitar. I feel like it's
Awesome. No.
Awesome.
Oh, we like it, yeah.
I'm having a good time. So.
They're enjoying it too.
Excellent. This city is my city, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I was born and raised here. I got it made here, and if I have my way, I'm gonna stay from every corner to every block. Yeah, whether it's warm or storming or downright stupid hot. From the problems all the way to the solutions, yeah. Forget all the drugs and gangs, corruption and pollution. No, 'cause this city is my city, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I was born and raised here. I got it here, and if I have my way, I'm gonna stay for life, 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 from every high rise, yeah, down to every slum. From every unethical politician to the wise old beat up bum. No. Oh, my city and our hearts beat together. When I'm home, we both breathe together. This place is my home. Wherever I go, I'll take it with me. This city is my city, oh, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I was born and raised here. I got it here, and if I have my way, I'm gonna stay for life, 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 for love. And you can take my picture, you can take my name, but you're never gonna take my city away. You could burn it to to the ground. Oh, let it flood, but it's in my blood. This city is my city, my city. I love it, yeah. Was born and raised here, I got it made. And if I have my way, I'm gonna stay here for life, for life, for life, yeah, for life, 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 for life.
So, Patrick, what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you do and this is like kind of the magic behind the radio here. We're going to have you do a couple of IDs for us.
Yes.
And the first one is going to be whatever you want to say. Hey, this is Patrick Stump with my new song, This City, on Alice at 96.5, the hit music channel. And you'll see the poster up on the wall if you need some help there.
0.5.
Yep.
I always get confused because some places have the point, some places don't.
Yeah,
So.
no, we have the point.
Good.
We're old school.
You have a point.
Yes.
It's good to know. It's good to know you got a point. And the hit music channel.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is Patrick Stump, and hey, what's up? This is Patrick Stump, and this is my new song, "This City," on Alice 96.5, the hit music channel.
Perfect. Just if you can just so the hit music channel.
The hit music channel.
Perfect. And if you could do an ID for RJ, that would be great. RJ is does afternoons on the station.
Hey, what's up? This is Patrick Stump, and you're listening to my friend RJ on 96.5 Alice. On Alice 96.5, one more time. Hey, what's up? This is Patrick Stump, and you're listening to my friend RJ on Alice 96.5.
Perfect. And I'm going to have you do one more for the morning show. Bill, Connie, and Trey.
Hey, what's up? This is Patrick Stump, and you're listening to my friends Bill, Connie, and Trey on Alice 96.5.
The hit music channel.
The hit music channel.
Perfect. All right. That was awesome, guys. Now we can do an autograph signing with Patrick here.